And what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Otom. Drop back in this bit for another YouTube video. We're gonna be talking about that boy motherfucking Floyd Money Mayweather. Or they saying that nigga Floyd is going fucking broke. You fucking with the channel, yo. Go ahead and stop it real quick for your boy, you know what I'm saying? And today's title is Floyd Mayweather situation is horrifying. He is motherfucking done. But we got to figure out right now. We got to get down to the bottom of see what the fuck this nigga talking about. Dead homies.
Watch this. I wonder if they get the message. I ain't going broke. Ran up down in 300 racks at that corner store. You could catch me in the hood where you wouldn't want to go, or down south asking niggas what they get to on.
The situation is actually worse than we all thought. In our last video, we discussed how Floyd is having money issues, but we didn't know it was this bad. And we finally know the truth because the guy who Floyd Mayweather is currently suing for robbing him of $100+ million responded, and he provided receipts. And Floyd is flat out broke. I'm talking about down to his last broke.
Floyd's spending problem is the reason why he's going broke. I was able to go directly to the source to get private information that hasn't been shared publicly yet, to discuss the recent lawsuit that sent shockwaves throughout the sports world. Mayweather suing former associate in an alleged $175 million fraud scheme. That associate, Jonah, shared with me private text messages, private images of Floyd signing contracts, and access to private communication with this team.
Floyd made $750 million in about 90 minutes of work in his professional fights, in his career. We're not even considering the $100+ million he made fighting Conor McGregor.
Facts. And we're not even fucking considering endorsement deals. It's all how you spend your coins. It's all how you invest. It's all how you really spending, really splurging on the hoods, really buying expensive shit. Your ass is gonna be cooked.
And now he has nothing left, and he's going after the people who apparently try to help him.
And the proof I've been given will contradict everything you've heard in the news about this case. By going through all of the claims presented in the lawsuit, I'll share all the private information that I have access to so we can understand fully what's going on with Floyd Mayweather. In 2017, Rechnitz and Mayweather became friends, which ultimately led to Rechnitz becoming Floyd's investment manager, real estate advisor, and banking liaison. Jonah helped put deals together for Floyd. He was his manager. So that's sponsorships, real estate deals, and fights, just to name a few revenue streams. Jonah shared with me that he was not on salary, meaning he only made money when there was a commission on finding a deal. As an example, Jonah shared with me that Floyd was running out of money in 2020, so Jonah put together a fight with Logan Paul to generate income, as well as many other exhibition fights. Turns out the only people actually punching Floyd in the face at this time were the IRS debt collectors. More on that in a minute. The first big claim that Floyd makes is that
it's crazy. Like the biggest boxers, bro, they be going, bro, like Mike Tyson. Like it's a common thing with these boxers. Damn, brother. No financial advisor, no nothing.
But this dude has receipts. Receipts for days.
Damn.
First off, let's start off with Floyd just outright lying in court, claiming he didn't know this dude was, I guess, a scammer. But Floyd would tell the court he didn't know, but there's court records of him like writing a judge, letting the judge know, hey, I know my friend is up for sentencing. He's a really good guy. So Floyd is writing like statement of characters for this dude in a court case he claims he know nothing of. It doesn't make sense whatsoever.
What Floyd's attorney was trying to do with this complaint is make it look like Floyd was taken advantage of by a guy with a questionable past. Like Floyd is this innocent victim who had no idea who this guy really was. There's a little problem with that, because I have proof he did know. This letter on the screen was sent in 2023 by Floyd Mayweather to a U.S. District Judge for the Southern District of New York. The bottom includes Floyd's name and his signature. For context, this is Floyd Mayweather's letter to the judge in Jonah Rechnitz's case, speaking about Jonah's character and why he deserves a better outcome. In the second paragraph, he writes, "We became friendly and I supported him when he was going through the process of being sentenced in 2019. That sounds to me like he knew about Jonah's litigation in New York. In the third paragraph, he writes,
so he knew about his legal problem. Very much aware, you know what I'm saying? So,
And finally, Floyd writes, "I appreciate you taking the time to read this letter, Your Honor. I would just ask that you consider my personal testimony that Jonah Rechnitz is a good person." He claimed that he didn't know about Jonah's past in the complaint, yet he wrote that letter in support of Jonah, showing he clearly knew about the litigation in New York. So it doesn't seem to add up. Many have speculated that Mayweather is coming out of retirement for a rematch with Pacquiao because he needs the money. Yes, this is why. Around August 2025, Floyd needed cash money, so he decided to start pawning his jewelry. Here's a text on August 25th, 2025 of Jonas sending Floyd an image of his watch and the word loan below. That represents that watch as being within the group that was being pawned. Here's the second image sent on that day. The top image is a collection of watches that were grouped together for a November loan.
I ain't gonna lie, chat. All that flaunting that he was doing on Instagram and all these platforms saying he get money, he do this. But look how he's living behind closed doors. As people coming up, we got to look at these cats that blew through their money and learn from, you know what I'm saying, the life lessons that they where they fucked up at. And we just can't make that same fucking mistake. You know what I'm saying?
But at this time, he needed money, so he decided to pawn $13 million from his watch collection. He does have his own jet and has flown private for a couple decades. And he has an extensive exotic car collection. But what has been shared with me is that his lifestyle is so expensive that he constantly...
That's the thing. He set himself up for failure off rip. Making all those crazy-ass purchases, knowing that the upkeep is crazy, dumb, expensive.
And it's fine when he's fighting and making money because he can pay the loans back, but it's kind of like musical chairs. Here's Floyd texting about having to give up all of his jewelry and watches and all of his women's bags. Further, he sent the text, "Don't forget about my ladies' Birkins, also that's a part of the $13 million. In December 2025, Floyd texted, "Please keep me updated on my jewelry and Birkins, thanks." Back in March, so around 7 months after he began pawning, he texted his pawn shop lender asking about the balance he owes so Jonah knows what the number is. Jonah, as Floyd's manager and the one who handles all the financial transactions, is the one who ensures that all the loans are paid off. The lender responds $1.85 million in checks, $10.8 million in jewelry, and $1.47 million in fees. And he mentions needing another $360,000 by Friday so the fees don't keep adding up. Floyd received the $13 million for pawning watches in his supposed $100 million watch collection. Jonah shared with me that people pay up to 3% per month, which is why the fees were so high. That loan was almost paid in full. If you reread Joel's message, it makes sense. Joel says, "I have recouped everything and hasn't had to sell any pieces. All that remains is another $360,000 so Floyd doesn't have to pay any more fees."
Whatever we do, don't let 50 see this, man. For
What? I was just thinking the same fucking thing. I'm like, boy, you know 50 Cent about to be on his bumper, nigga.
it makes no sense. If you are broke, if you have no money, why pawn the watches? Pay $1.4 million in interest. That the $1.4 million that you don't have.
Literally.
Just sell the watches. Sell it all. Can't afford it. You don't have money.
Sell it.
Sell everything.
Sell it.
Sell it all. Start from scratch. Live a modest life.
And that's the hardest thing for Floyd. He did it to himself. If you go back and look at it, he did it to himself. I feel like it's just a pride thing for Floyd at this point. It's just a pride thing, bro, because he got on the internet, did all this capping, how he had all this millions, and now he don't have jack shit.
Joel can sell the watches that were pawned if Floyd doesn't pay the $13 million back. But he didn't need to sell watches because he was paid back and made $1.5 million in fees. In the complaint, Floyd discusses pawning his $100 million jewelry collection with the words, "to be pledged or placed in the possession of Joel, a Miami jewelry dealer." The amount received was around $13 million. A substantial portion of the pledged jewelry remains in the possession of Joel and Modi, and no accounting has been provided to Mr. Mayweather, and then alleges that the consideration received was diverted by Recknitz and not paid to Floyd. I just shared the text messages between Floyd and Joel, showing the accounting of the transaction and that nothing seemed to be awry. This is not the first time Floyd has had to take a pawn loan. Earlier last year, he borrowed $1 million from his friend Avi, the owner of Avi & Co., against his $18 million Jacob & Co. watch. Upon research, I realized that even though the retail is $18 million, the market value is about $2 to $3 million, so Floyd's $100 million jewelry collection is more likely worth a fraction of that. Why is Floyd Mayweather pawning jewelry despite being so wealthy and always seemingly around cash? I asked Jonah how much Floyd spends every single month on his team, and Jonah estimated around $1 million. Which is why he now needs to exit retirement to fight Manny Pacquiao for a payday. One of the other claims is about Floyd selling his jet and not receiving any money. There's mention in the complaint that the block for the purchaser was left blank. What the media misunderstood was that the plane wasn't sold for $1 like the complaint lists here. Here's the actual signed contract, which does list the consideration of $1 and OVC, and you can see Floyd's signature down below. The total loan payoff is around $2.79 million, and the highlight in the bottom left is the property collateral as the Gulfstream Learjet.
Who is this nigga team, bro? Like, who is this nigga financial advisor, bruh?
The bank wire transfer receipt from the credit union. Both of these documents were sent to Floyd, so he's clearly lying about the jet only selling for $1 and him being out of the know on the jet selling. The picture on the left is Floyd signing the contract, and the picture on the right is Floyd holding the aircraft purchase and sale agreement right after signing it. Does he look disappointed in the terms of the sale? This is the text Jonah sent to Floyd in September 2025 indicating that the house and airplane contracts were done, and Floyd responded, "Let's go." To make it even more clear that Floyd knew about the plane purchase and the terms of the purchase and sale, here's a text between Floyd and Jonah where Floyd writes, "Can you call me about the plane, please? I need for you to update me, please." And Jonah responded, "Plane is ready to close." Jonah saved hundreds of private images, screenshots of text messages, and I can understand why he did it. They were dealing with millions upon millions of dollars. Floyd was going broke, and Jonah worried that Floyd was going to start blaming those around him for his financial problems. Back in November 2025, Jonah sent this message to Floyd saying, "I can help continue to create income for you for life, but you need to start saving more money and spending less."
It makes no sense why Floyd Mayweather is having money issues and not up a B, bruh.
Shouldn't,
You was
like-
this close to a B.
I ain't gonna lie, man, Chad. This nigga really lost the plot trying to live for other people. Comment down below what you think, man. Is Uncle Floyd Weather cooked or is he not? I think he's cooked. He need to get a hold on his finances, and he need to take accountability, man. Till next time, I'm out. Peace. Save y'all bread.